How does Ops Plus measure offensive production in baseball? Imagine trying to compare players from different teams, eras, and ballparks to see who really hits the hardest or gets on base the most. That's where Ops Plus comes into play. It's a tool that adjusts for those differences so we can make fair comparisons. First, let's look at what Ops is. Ops stands for on base plus slugging. It adds together a player's on base percentage, which shows how often they reach base, and slugging percentage, which measures their power by counting total bases per at-bat. When you add those two, you get a raw number that shows how good a hitter is at getting on base and hitting for power. But raw numbers can be misleading because ballparks and league conditions change over time. That's why Ops Plus adjusts for those factors. It compares a player's OBP and SLG to the league averages and also considers the ballpark effects, like stadium size or altitude, that can influence offensive numbers. The formula for Ops Plus is to multiply 100 by the sum of the player's OBP divided by the league OBP and SLG divided by the league SLG, then subtract 1. This gives a number that shows how a player's offensive production stacks up against league norms after adjustments. An Ops Plus of 100 means the player is exactly average compared to the league after these adjustments. If a player has a score of 150, it means they are 50% better than the average. Conversely, a score below 100 indicates below average offense. This adjustment makes it easier to compare players from different times and places because it levels the playing field. For example, a hitter with an Ops Plus of 150 in a pitcher-friendly park is producing much more offense relative to the league than raw Ops alone might suggest. Analysts and baseball historians use Ops Plus to evaluate players' true offensive value across different environments. It helps identify hitters who performed well despite tough conditions or during eras with lower scoring. In simple terms, Ops Plus measures offensive production by scaling a player's ability to reach base and hit for power against league and park-adjusted standards. It's a handy way to compare hitters fairly, no matter when or where they played.